guys, I am currently in one of the most beautiful hotels I've ever been in my life. Because I told myself, I said, I'm not gonna come here and gas this thing up, make it something it's not, you know? The first thing that I did when I checked in was actually call my sister to get her first reaction as well.
It's cute. The pastels. They did the teal and they said,
They did the teal.
We
We were very impressed with what we were seeing, by the way, because every room is unique, so you're not sure what you're gonna get. I think I'm in the most affordable room. I'm in a solo room, king bed. They're called casitas, and I was in casita 203. Right now, other hotels are very much in their neutrals phase. I like this one. I like their color palette. I think it matches the vibe of the island. So 10 on 10 design choice. By the way, all of these doors have locks. If you're paranoid when you shower especially, you can lock yourself like 5 doors deep before anyone can get to you. Then like right next to me, they have the kitchen tying everything all together. You can bring groceries, there's water bottles, there's utensils, there's plates, there's cups. They have a toaster, a coffee maker, a microwave all in the closet. So they really got you covered.
You know what? Yeah.
It's funny because I wrote all these things down, but I was like, where do I even start for real? Anyways, the link of everything is going to be in the description below. I booked through Expedia. For the most part, I was just excited and shocked. I was grateful to God for the safe journey. I was just happy I got settled in. If you have any questions, you could always comment them down below and I'll make sure to respond. Morning, I thought that I had the horse riding day. I don't know why. I checked it last night and I swear it said Tuesday. I have an excursion at 9 a.m. in the morning. I did not remember putting my excursion on like the next day. I don't know if I thought I was gonna, well, it's forcing me to sleep early, which is great. So I got all dressed up. I did, and I put on my whole entire horsey fit. I was really like, you know, or like two really lovely ladies that are somewhere in the boardwalk. You know when you bump into your first side character? And it's not a dig at them. I'm a side character to them, so it's okay. But it's like, you don't stop seeing them. They told me,
don't worry, because we truly never had a service that didn't show up. They want you to, they want your business.
Okay. So what is this now? Turns out, finally, I looked at the date and it was for the 15th. It wasn't for today. It was for Thursday. And that's what made more sense to me because I was like, girl, why would you book a 9 a.m. the first day after? Like, it didn't make sense, but long story short, that's what I've been going through. So today I have a whole day to myself. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna show you guys the sceneries, but I won't be here, guys. I'll be over there. I'm literally gonna be big chilling all day. Gotta do groceries today. What else? What else? Try something new. I didn't have a dessert yet. No, my sweet tooth is like, it's aching. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, so I don't know if I'm gonna come back, but if I don't, enjoy the clips and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, I decided I'm gonna drive to Superfoods Plaza. I heard they have like a breakfast brunch, but I also want to get groceries. I want to get fruits. I put 60 aside, but I brought out, I took out a lot of cash, honestly. I'm not sure. You know when you're so nervous, you just don't want to be doomed? Anyways, that's what happened.
We have to go.
I wish it was 56 Canadian. It's 56 USD. I paid $70 Canadian. But I'm happy. Nobody can drive me out. Nobody can drive me out. Too. What are you talking about? best shower of my life. I can say that. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that, honestly. All I can say is that I've been through a bunch of emotions. Wow. When I first left to come here, I was like, wait, hold on. This doesn't feel right. Like, you're actually leaving and going to a country you've never been to all alone. Like, I really started to trip up. Really did. And I also, not only did I start to trip up, but I was like, it was almost like I was trying to back out. I don't know how to explain it, girl. Like, you can't wait until you're already on your second connection to start backing out. You know, you had a lot of time to think this through. So since I had so much time to think this through, I was like, why are you tripping? Why are you like scared? But I was just like, dang, this is the first time where it's like, because with the girls' trips, at least because we're moving with like 5 girls, I can turn my brain off. That is my favorite thing to do on vacation, is to not have to think about anything. I don't know how to explain it, but I did start feeling like, dang, this is kind of scary, because you just can't play no games. Like, you really have to be brain on. Not only that, I'm used to doing that, but it's like, just because it's vacation and you're relaxing doesn't mean you can be too relaxed. You can't be too relaxed on a solo trip. That's what I'm learning. It's relaxed. It's really relaxed. Like, I'm good, but it's like one eye open. You never know. Picking where you're staying is so important. This place, you can't feel like you're in danger. You know what I mean? Have you seen it? I mean, have you seen pina colada themed, SpongeBob vibe almost? I don't know how to explain it. It's calm. It's so calm. With the teal nightstand and a pink chair. Like, you're calm. But what helped was the fact that they have 2 door locks. Definitely added to me feeling safe. So I think location is a real big thing. Like, it's just standard. They have me next to the lobby. Love that. Everything is great. I feel safe. I really do feel safe. But then that's because I'm here. Like, when I'm walking outside of here, brain is on 10. When I'm in the car, I was on 10. Guys, that car ride. First of all, Aruba has no lights. Don't stop lights. Because Aruba doesn't have stoplights, which is nice. Like, it was really cool to kind of compare the roads. You know, that's another thing that I found kind of cool. Aruba has no stoplights. And at first I was like, maybe I just haven't reached to the stoplight yet. But from the airport all the way to here, not one stoplight, not even one stop sign. The only sign I've been seeing is that recycle sign and a downwards triangle sign and like an arrow, misformed arrow sign. And I didn't know what any of those meant, but I trusted my gut. I was looking at the other cars and I was mimicking them down to a T. The only time where I got messed up was at a road. In Canada, we get to know who's coming this way and that way because there's a yellow line, okay? A dotted line to us is just merge into a different lane, same direction. I hope I'm making sense. So I see the dotted line and I know I'm supposed to turn. So I go into that lane and there was a car behind me that went beep, beep, like he blew his horn at me. So I'm like, are you okay? But then I was like, nah, that wasn't the right thing to do. That's probably where the other cars are coming. Then I clocked it. I was like, okay, go back into the lane. But then guess what? Nah, I don't want my family to hear this. If your family, click off because you guys get very scared very easily. When he told me to get back in there, 3 seconds later, a car came down. Yep. I saw my life. I saw my life like this. It doesn't sound as scary, but it is very scary. Girl, when I said I parked that car and I said, I don't think I'm gonna drive. Because I don't want to drive this car until I know these roads. So then, yeah, I crossed the road. I looked at the beach. I said, okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, okay. There's an ice cream stand, okay, yogurt over there, okay. Walked up and down the beach, started spotting, started remembering, started spotting, taking pictures. Doing all the right things, and guess what? Tomorrow I wanted to wake up and go into all of these places, and I found out that I booked the horse riding at 9 a.m. for tomorrow. Now I have to sleep.
These are almost the same, 14, 15, 16. And yours is the oldest. It's almost 20. Don't let anyone ever come into your life and get you off course. Raise the bar. Otherwise, you're going to miss your goals.
All I want to do is just stay on this couch. Like, I just want to relax, groove out. The best part is the days are so long when you're alone. Really get to know who you are, how you act. All of your senses heightened, unless you're reckless. In the car, I'm driving like there's an instructor next to me, like I'm doing a test, like eyes, head on a swivel. I'm not playing games. What? I'm not playing games. And that actually shows, like, that made me appreciate that. I was like, you see, you're a careful person, you know? I went and got groceries. It was like, you see, she fed, you know? And for those that are like, oh, she's overhyping, you guys might not be students. You guys might not be 9-to-5ers. You guys might just be, I might just swing by Aruba because I'm bored. And one day I'll be like that. That's the goal. Met two lovely ladies, they're sisters, Judy and I recorded a video of myself saying their names because I knew this was gonna happen. I'm a joke. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I wasn't gonna remember it.
Judy and Lori. Oh, I'm recording.
Judy and Lori. Shout out to them. Got up, did the whole giddy up thing. One of them looked at me and she was like, you're gonna horse ride in those? It's my slippers. And I was like, yeah, I guess, you know. She told me that they're gonna slip right off when I'm on the horse. Like, horses don't play. And I said, right. And it's not their first rodeo, Judy and Lori. They've done this before, so I had to take their advice. They put me on to that, and then they put me on to Eduardo's for breakfast. I'm like 100% convinced they're never gonna see this, but it's out there in the air. Shout out to y'all. So the rest of my days were very much going to different beaches: Palm Beach, Eagle Beach, Baby Beach, Got a lot of souvenirs. I got a gelato. I ate a lot of gelato. Also had Lola's taqueria, followed by another ice cream and pancakes and crepes. They are really big on those, so I had a lot. I think the lack of talking videos is proof that I really had fun, because I'm voiceovering now. Also ordered in food. Ordered some truffle fries. The ones are really good. So guys, I'm currently out of the Boardwalk boutique. God, I'm gonna miss that place. But we're still in Aruba. I decided to stay longer at an Airbnb. This is what the outside looks like. It's like a 1-bedroom situation. So this is the front, and then when you walk in, you have the bed. It's like a studio. You have the shower and everything separately. The bathroom and the washer and dryer separate, and then the kitchen and the living room is kind of meshed together. These Airbnbs are harder to feel secure in. I like that it's small. Okay, it kind of makes me feel snug. For my last day here, I think I'm just gonna turn the TV off. Word to Kendrick, I just kind of feel like I did promise myself that I was going to disconnect for the last 2 days. So that's what I'm going to do. If I do end up gathering some clips here and there, that's what you're going to see next. And then I'll be back and we'll do a diary entry in Montreal where I tell you everything that was left behind or anything that I think you should know. And yeah, then it'll be the end of the video. Look, I don't know if you could see it, but I have a sunburn that's peeling. See that on my shoulder? Should I get closer, or is it icky? Anyways. This is the pasta I got. I got truffle pasta. You're crazy if you think that's the only thing I bought. I bought something that was guaranteed, known, proven to be tasty. And it is a dulce de leche waffle. No, dulce de leche crepe. I pre-cut these. Actually, fast forward to the time where I pre-cut these fruits. I just got back from jet ski. I'm about to eat pineapple next to the beach, watch sunset. Life is good. Life is actually so good. Guys, I was on a jet ski, bro. And while I was on the jet ski, obviously the jet ski people, they thought I was a vibe. They thought I was a vibe. You know what I mean? They thought I was a vibe. So they were like, double your round. So I paid for 30-minute, right? I got a 30-minute. Then I got another ride with one of the jet ski owners. Then I got another 15 minutes just for drone footage, which I think ate. I don't know, I didn't see it yet. Y'all just saw it, so you guys can comment if it ate. But I think it ate because I know I was having fun out there. And drone footage is so cool because you get to be detached, so you're not holding a camera. I did have like the GoPro on my wrist, but drone, like it's really above you, bro. It's above me. It's above me now. It's above me now, and oh my gosh, guys, no. Like, this is my last full day. Tomorrow I leave, and I feel like I got my money's worth and more. And then you put them in the freezer. And when you go outside, they melt so fast. It's like the best beach snack in my opinion, if you want to be healthy with it. This and a Snickers bar if you want to be like hybrid. Guys, how am I gonna figure out a way to do this every month? Like, what? How am I gonna figure out? I need to get paid to do this, you guys. How am I gonna do this every month? I'm gonna have a croissant with Nutella. Free ad. How do I figure out a way to do this all day, all night, every day, all night? Oh my gosh. I got mango. I got mango. I got mango. This might just be the best Aruba PR you've ever seen in your life. You have no idea. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go. Like, no. And then, oh my gosh, no. Here's the mango. And we're back. I have this watch that is way too big for me, and it's always like loosey. So what if it was like around, what if it was around the road? Just think that'd be hilarious. Anyways, what was I saying? We're back. We're back. And it's raining today. I really liked the water. So the water was a big thing. It's clear, but it's also, you feel almost like it's not real. It looks so pure and crisp that you forget it's salty. But it doesn't, like, it's not vicious waters. It's very calming waters. And I don't know, it's like the vibe of the water is very calm, because they have one half of the island, or one side of the island, that has rough waters. And that's where I was with the horsies. And then you have the other side of the island, which is where all the resorts have their beaches. Most of the beaches are there. So that side of the island, the waves are calm. Like, I would take a day at the beach there right now over anything else. Like, it's so nice. Now with that, another pointer, everything is free. Well, not everything. Beach access is free. Parking is free. Then to fly back to the town where everywhere parking is expensive, and then no beach. Hashtag Montreal, no beach. Hashtag parking fees everywhere. You park the wrong place, God forbid you're a tourist. Park in the wrong place, $350. Obviously, you could tell where the parking areas are, but you could just park and not like worry about parking fees. So that was great. Then you have 23 and fee. I put 23 and fee because it was reminding me of 23 and me. Put that down because the driving age is 23 over there. I'm 22. And so they added a $5 a day fee because I was the one behind the wheel, which is okay. That's when you're renting the car. So if you are under 22, I don't even think you're going to get the car, to be fair. I really don't think you're going to get the car. I think maybe you might if your license is like, I guess if you have a license, then they'll let you. But 23 in fee. Then I put solo, don't say it. It's really hard. It's harder than you guys made it seem. Everyone told me when you go on a solo trip, never say you're solo, never say you're solo. It was hard. I was like, oh, I'm here alone. Like, it was hard. I was not going to mention it, but a lot of people ask because they see you alone and they're like, we're here and she's alone. A whole vibe is here alone, you know? So then they start to realize, like, okay, there's a vibe over there, but she has no one around her. Okay, then the next day you pass by the resort. Here goes that vibe again, but she has no one around her. And then they ask you. And then it's hard not to lie. Everyone at the resort knew I was solo. Anyways, it gets tricky. It's harder than it seems. That's what I wrote down. Now, backyard. I wrote backyard. The fact that this is someone's backyard. It's in, like, you guys don't understand. That was really, I think, what was taking me out the most. Just seeing people's homes and then looking a little behind their house and it's just the ocean. Like, seeing people's house and you look behind their house, 5 horses. It's nice to see an island like that is just naturally blessed. Like, everything that brings out its beauty is because of where it's placed and its surrounding and the people there, and everything is just so beautiful. Like, you really do realize, like, oh, this is nice. Like, concrete is so ugly. Everything about it is ugly. Like, it's just ugly. I don't know, and that's crazy because I'm a city girl, but I really, like, when I was in Aruba, I said I could move here tonight. All the houses are different colors. It's really nice. and also the people. So for example, if you go to Ethiopia, like their people usually have these features and look like this. Go to Mexico, you can see the same thing. Go to France, you can see the same thing, whatever. Aruba, it's like kind of like Brazil. It's a mixed melting pot of different races and ethnic backgrounds that just stayed there and became a people, and it's really beautiful to see. You can see Aruba in different shades, which is kind of cool. And they speak this language called Papiamento, I think. Anyways, you can search it up. I don't want to butcher it, but it's also, just like the people, a mix of different words and languages and dialects. Like there's Portuguese in there, there's Dutch, there's Spanish, there's English, there's a little bit of French. And if you hear like a little snippet of something you understand in their language, it makes you want to learn it. And so the whole time I was like trying to figure out what they're saying, because I heard like 2-3 parts that I know, or 5 parts that I know. And I'm just like, what is that? But it's a really beautiful language to hear. They also all speak English, and most of them speak Spanish as well. A lot of people from other countries move there because there is opportunity in the touristic world especially. So I saw some Dominicans that have been there for a while. There was a guy from Colombia that's been there for a while. There's a guy from Cuba that's been there for almost all his life. Bumped into a Jamaican who's been there all his life. So that was kind of cool. Now, when they say Aruba is safe, Aruba is safe. Wow. Like the safest. It's really the safest. It's almost scary safe if you think about it. Like the place we went on, the ranch that we went to, and I went on the horse and we were up in the mountains. Women were there alone on hike. On hike, as in middle of the desert hike. Worst case scenario, they still feel safe. That was like, that's a nice flex. A country should have that as a flex. Every country should want that as a flex. But you know the world we live in. Oh, tell me how I open my... Speaking of free parking in Aruba. Girl. But don't worry, those are old. It's done. It's taken care of. I just like to look at and keep them together and look at how much money you guys take from me. Okay. What else am I gonna say about Aruba? The people are beautiful, the language is beautiful, the island is beautiful. It's just a blessing. And they already started off blessed with God's nature. You know what I mean? They just amplified it with their vibe and their everything. It's a really nice place to go to if you want to sit back and relax. Sadly, and that's where I'm gonna close off. Sadly, I didn't see the night scene. I didn't see the scene. I wasn't there at night. I wasn't there in the party. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm gonna go back. That's just another reason to go back. So Aruba Part 2 is happening. From my mouth to God's ears, please. Aruba Part 2 will happen. I might bring people, but I know I'm gonna go back. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bling, bling.